Hi guys, it's Sam. Today I wanted to talk to you about how I plan in my Hobonichi. I've been waiting until I can do like an untouched spread to kind of share that with you. Just remembered I forgot my ruler. Okay, so I currently have my Hobonichi in a Giglio Appunto Slim. This is the Muppets line and it is the like color Rolf. I recently purchased this on eBay. It was misrepresented in the listing, but thankfully I knew what I was purchasing, and I did ask if there was any like peeling or really dry patches on it, and it seems to be in really good condition. I don't know how much it was used. It doesn't really look that used, but it was listed as an ostrich with less quill, which this would not be what an ostrich less quill looked like. So just kind of a warning if you do make purchases on eBay to know what you're looking for, because this line was discounted because of the issues that were in the leather. That's why they were all named after Muppets. Opening up here, this time I did not cut off the little bookmarks, although I might. I just tucked them in the back. I think it was easier for me to keep them with this one because it's dark and it blends in a little bit better. I did sell the yellow that I have. I just really did not bond with it at all. I really like the ostrich leather and the texture of it a lot. So I have my Mega Weeks. I did upgrade from my Toad Lily because I was afraid I was not going to have enough pages in the back, because I have been taking a lot of notes. The funny thing is, since I upgraded, I have not really done much in the back. I've kind of been in a bit of paralysis over how I'm going to do that, but I finally have some time off this week, like with 2 days in a row, and I'm going to take care of those pages when I do, and I may do a video on it. The only thing that really has changed since I was last sharing my weeks is that I have this little name. Oh, what is this? What are these called? It's my name, and I've added it to the outside of the clear cover on cover. And then I also have, I just put a little treat yourself sticker, and that was from one of the Happy Planner sticker books. And then I have these bottom tabs that say month, week, and notes. And I did see that on, oh gosh, my brain doesn't function sometimes. I think it's Addicted to Planning. Her channel, Melanie, and she said that she really liked how she could just go to the bottom and thumb it open. Now, before they arrived, I was really afraid that I wouldn't like that. I ordered them, and then I was like, oh, I've only ever had the side tabs, so I do have side tabs on the way as well, but these are actually working out pretty well for me, and so I got that idea from her, and the name on the front and these little floating tabs are all from Martha Plans. I also ordered a couple of other things from her shop that I haven't put in here yet. I ordered this, and this is like a dashboard, right? I never know what anything is called, apparently. A dashboard, and I had it sized to personal and put in the notes to make it Hobonichi week size, and not to put any holes in it. And I asked her ahead of time if that was something that was possible. Those were the instructions that she gave me. And then there's also this vellum, also from Martha Plans. And I have thought about tucking it in here to kind of give it that pretty floral that I'm now missing because I moved out of the Toad Lily. So we'll see what I do with that. I've honestly been so busy with Christmas and work that I've not really had time to do any of this. This is I think this is a buffalo plaid. Wow, I'm coming up with nothing today, guys. Clip from Ollie Clip, and I've already showed you this. So I haven't, again, done a whole lot more, but I will show you the changes that I have done. I think I showed you this maybe the last time. I haven't put my photo in yet, and I decided not to go through and put any kit in here. I do have a thought for what I'm going to do here though, and I'll hopefully tell you that here in a minute. And then this is where my cycle tracking is going to be. Martha Plans usually gives you like a little freebie with your name on it when you order tabs from her, so I just put that one there. I should order one that says like track or something like that, but I haven't yet. And so my months are really pretty minimal. I just have the Saturday, Sunday blocked off with my marker that I used for December, which is the 158 from Tombow. And then I marked off where we took our homeschool break and then any appointments, and I did track my YouTube videos here. For January, I did borrow the idea from Lindsay Scribbles for using this section to keep a month-long habit tracker. I was really thinking about how I could replace what I was doing in my rings in the Hobonichi, because I really, in 2020, got really into the trackers that I was using in my personal rings, and so I wanted a place to be able to do that. I'm not sure if this is going to be the answer, the solution for me. I think that it works out most months. I think that it doesn't work. It's like maybe August, maybe, yeah, August. So I wouldn't be able to do that here unless I like manipulated it in some way. So the only thing I have filled in throughout the whole year are the like major holidays, and then I have put in each of our family members' birthdays, and then I've just highlighted that day with a little clear circle sticker that came from Mandy Lynn Plans, and that's pretty much it. I don't have a lot of forward plans yet, but when I go to make appointments, I'll put them in here. Then moving into the weeks, I'll just show you, I don't want this to be too long, I'll just go ahead and show you the week that we are completing now. Today is Sunday, and so I might put a little something in here. I usually will put something like major. I'm not still journaling very well, so I'll just put like a little snippet here. I do also intend to use the back pages as some kind of memory planner, but I'm kind of having a difficult time reconciling how I'm going to use those back pages effectively and not like doubling up on the information that goes in my Stylogy, which I have set aside for my memories for the year. So I'm not exactly sure how all of that is going to work. I don't have a lot going on day to day for the most part, so I don't have a need to make like a bullet journal situation in the back much, but I do intend to put notes back there. But for right now, I have it sectioned off. I've been using these little stickers that I got from Amazon, and they came in a bag, and let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's like 8, I think, of these little washi stickers, and they're a little bit larger. I do intend on using these and placing them over the months up here, I think is what I've decided to do. With whatever color I choose. Now I have been trying to figure out what I want those colors to be, and so I have this Tombow test page, and I've been trying to work through, I'm trying to choose some more subdued colors that are also warmer in nature. So I am going to stop at Michael's and pick up a couple more of them. Specifically, I want something more in the like brownish, orangish tones. And I'm going to just take these with me to Michael's and try to find a single that lines up pretty well with that. I did get some new stencils. I've been using these, I think, since the beginning of me using Hobonichi Weeks several years ago. These weather stickers from Journal This Now. I love these. Sometimes I go between wanting the really big ones that really fill the space. That's what I used this week. And I couldn't find the one that I have that's smaller. It's around here somewhere, but I just went ahead and ordered another one. And so these are slightly different and they're slightly smaller. So they're not going to fill the space as much. And then I also ordered these, which is an edger, and it has the numbers and then the days of the week here and a couple of different shapes. And so those were the two that I ordered. So I have it split up just pretty simply, I've been using my Friction, which this week I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and we'll see, because I stick with the Friction pretty much more than any other pen. But I have taken those little dots and I just put down like the known things. So it was the beginning of winter, Christmas Eve, Christmas, and then worship this morning. And I have been putting a line here just again. I was trying to get all of the things that I was doing in my pages in my personal rings, which had a lot of tracking components in it. So there were several things that I wanted to do. So I have my work schedule here at the top of the box, and then whatever we were eating for dinner, and then how many steps I had that day. And I don't know that I'm going to separate those with color this week going forward. I felt like it was just a little bit more color than I wanted. Just would rather have the color here and then the color for the sections. I think I am going to go ahead with a theme for the month and have a different color, just one color for the month, but I haven't like long range decided what those are yet, so that's why I haven't stuck down the dots. I haven't been using much washi, but I've decided that I'm going to just go ahead and have the washi of the month with me as well. And so for this week, since December and January are on the same week, what I think I'll do is just carry both of these with me and see how it goes. So if you have been here before, my planning hasn't really changed much as far as the way I used to plan in a Hobonichi weeks and the way I plan in it now. The real change for me is that I've been sectioning this off here. I didn't really do that a lot. I tend to figure out what works and then just kind of stick with it. Did that go all the way? Okay, so this week I'm going to be trying a new pen. Like I said, it is actually the Needlepoint 05 Energel in the Sarasa Vintage Grand, I think it is, so that they're a little bit more sturdy bodies and they have this really pretty gold. I have a few of them and they have their own colors. Like this one has a beautiful mustard color, but I like to keep my pages for the most part with black ink. I'll also link these to Amazon, and these little dots, I'll link those as well. What I generally will do is I'll go through and put any like known appointments, and then I'll also put my tasks, which, oh, that just made me think with this week changing like that. I think I'll go ahead and use this. This is 992, and I think that it's a nice neutral, and so I'll just go ahead here, and then for this week I had it sectioned into 3 for this things to do this week, which clearly I didn't get much done with Christmas, and then like our Christmas meal plans, and then my incoming mail because of all the issues that we are having with getting packages delivered. I had an order from Cloth and Paper with personal rings, inserts, and then several other things that I can use with the Hobonichi, and I ordered it on Black Friday, and it has sat in Virginia since December the 12th. I think it didn't ship until the 10th, and it has sat since the 12th, so that's kind of disappointing. I am going to be trying to be doing less ordering. I'm not calling it like a no spend because that kind of sets me up personally for failure. I do have a few things that I'll allow myself, but there are some things that I'm going to try to stop. So starting the beginning of the year, I'm not going to buy any more pens. I could probably donate pens to an entire school at this point, which is kind of sad. But that's really the truth of the matter. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this week, which feels odd to write with this pen, to be honest. You know, when you get used to writing with a certain instrument, you're just used to the way it feels. So that's kind of weird. And then I'm going to put, I'm just going to do packages, but this is a nice pen. And then I haven't decided for sure. I think I'm going to do my habit tracker down here like I used to. And that means I'll probably go one line above this like natural line here. Let's see. Now, that's exactly how I always did it. It worked for me really well, and so if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? Now, how many places is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wanted to track things in the monthly, but not necessarily all the same things. I wanted to see, as far as the full month goes, how often I struggled with anxiety. I've been taking some supplements for perimenopause, and that's really been helping me. I do feel a lot of my anxiety is hormone induced, and so I don't think that I need to track that every day. And I also don't want to see that reminder, ooh, are you feeling anxious every day? And so I'm not going to put that in my monthly, but I'm going to put, I think, the other things. So that would mean I would do scripture, which is a reminder also that I need to choose a scripture reading plan for the year. So the AM is when I take that supplement, and then I take another medicine at night. And then I've wanted to see, I am back to chasing shoplifters, which is a fabulous job if you ask me. And so I have a lot of people where I'm currently working, which is actually the last place that I was before the dispatcher job. A lot of people don't want to go to jail, it seems. And so if they notice that I'm following them, they'll just like walk away from the cart. But I still count that as a win because that's a cart of merchandise that didn't go out the door. And so I'd like to see how often I'm making apprehensions as opposed to how many times I'm doing deterrence. Like I said, for me, it's still a win. And it's just something that I thought that I would like to see. I might not go forward thinking that's an important one, but for right now, that's what I'd like to do. So the packages that I'm still waiting on, maybe I should, it might be smart to go ahead and grab my blotter paper here. If I'm starting to feel like I might never get my cloth and paper package, I hope that's not the case. And I have another package from Martha Plans. And yes. They like found some more Muppets from Gillio, and I think there was some leftovers from the first round of like the November of 2019, and then also some that had been stuck in customs. So I did purchase another, so I'll share that with I'll share that with you soon as well. And then tasks that I didn't finish last week. So I did sell my yellow Gillio, but I haven't put it in the mail yet. I intended to get to that yesterday, but I worked, and Saturday the mail closes sooner. And then I have just a couple of phone calls to make, and I missed the chiropractor 2 weeks in a row, and I can feel it. I haven't missed more than 1 week for seeing the chiropractor in the last like over a year. So I definitely need to get in there as well. Okay. And I don't usually decide what day that's going to be until I see like what's going on with my day off. And then I actually didn't think to write down my schedule off to the side, so I'll have to do like all of that as we go. So it's going to be my work schedule, what we had for a meal, and then the amount of steps that I had. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I wanted those, oops, I don't think I wanted those 3 lines, but I think that I'll at least go ahead and do the, do the top line for my work schedule. Oh, look that, oh no! These 0.5s, they do dry pretty quickly, but I think when you're doing like a long line like that, it has a habit it has a habit of still smearing because you're like spending more time there than you would normally. So I don't like that, but I do have this somewhere. I might be able to clean this up with that off-white washi that I got from Amazon. Clean that up a little bit. See, that's better. And then as I write in there, it will be less obvious even. So this comes in a pack of 3. I think I also have that in my links. If not, I'll add it. Sometimes it's really easy to get a hold of and sometimes it's not. And I'm not sure which is the case right now, but you get 3 of these. And honestly, the rolls are ginormous. I don't know how many years you could get out of just 1 of these, but if you get the 3, it's great to share with others. I did already share one with my friend Lisa when she decided she was going to go back to the weeks, and I know that she had like covered up most of the dates in hers when she was going to try to use her prior year Hobonichi, and she still has some, so it'll last you a good while. So I'm going to be carrying with me this longer stencil for my weather, so it's not going to take up as much room in there, and that's just what works for me. I really do like tracking the weather, and some people are like, well, what's the point? Well, the point is that I like it. And that's all that matters to me, is that I like it. I like the way that it kind of breaks up the week otherwise, and I don't know, I like it. So the only thing that I have going on, like for that I know of for sure, I'm off on my normal days for the week, which is usually Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm just going to go back in here. I think I decided to use this one. None of them are like a perfect match, but now I just got to see if this was the right one or not. No. Oh, I lost it. Which one is it? Is it this one? With these browns, I think this is it. So it's not like a perfect match. Goodness, I'm pulling the whole thing up here. Like the whole circle wants to come out. It's not a perfect match, but it's close enough for me. I mean, that's not what that was intended for. Is that it? I must be losing my mind. Which one is it? You guys are probably like, it's that one, it's that one. I don't think that's the one that I chose. Is it this one? 3 hours later. That's not it. Holy manoli. I just did this. Like, I just sat here and did this. I don't even see. Maybe it's just a variation. Maybe that was it. Well, one of these days, I'm going to figure this out. I feel like it's this one. You know what? I'm going to make it this one because it's here and it's close enough, and that's what I'm doing. So going back to my week. All right, so I know for sure that I have Bible study this night. And I know for sure, well, it's going to be a Facebook Live Bible study, but it's still a place that I have to be at a specific time. And then Sunday morning worship, whether I get to go in person or if it's Facebook Live then as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and write that in. So see, a heavily socialized week. And so that's what I'm going to do so far. When I get my work schedule, I'll go ahead and write those in. And then we're really just menu planning by the seat of our pants. Like we decide that day what we're eating. And then I'll put my steps at the bottom as I go as well. So that is how I'm planning in my Hobonichi weeks. And it's what works for me. Hopefully I'll be able to sit down sometime this week and go ahead and put together some of the back pages. Hopefully I have it on a post-it note, what I want to put in there for sure. I have kind of gone back and forth. Is the Hobonichi Mega going to be too big for me, or should I just go ahead and go with it this year? I'm used to using the regular week, so this is a bit chunkier for me than I'm used to, especially with the combination of the more, big and puffy Gillio. I do have a couple of other covers that I want to share with you guys, but I wasn't ready to share yet. So hopefully I'll be sharing those soon as well. So that is how I'm planning. It's in my opinion, it's very functional. I don't do a lot of decoration. I haven't even been using washi in it, which is one of the things that I really allowed myself to use for decoration. Sometimes I'd use the little character stickers, but I haven't really been using those much either. I'm trying to keep things pretty minimal that I carry with me, and so not taking stickers is helping me not having to carry a larger bag. And so just scaling things back and keeping things nice and functional is what generally works for me, and that's what I enjoy. I know that a lot of people plan differently, and if you do, this is just an idea of, a way someone else plans. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new around here and don't want to miss out on future videos, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye guys.